Hello all, welcome back to PYQ based 100 days answer writing challenge. Before going into day 5 content, let us finish the feedback for day 4. Even before that, a quick announcement regarding 365 cross 365 batch 2 admissions are going on. The classes starts from 14th of August. It is an exclusive current affairs program for both prelims and mains. Every week you will have prelims class as well as exclusive mains class, and we will be having weekly prelims test as well as mains test. I will be giving you feedback. This program includes 1 year personalized mentorship. As a part of this program, we will be covering 15 months current affairs and the current affairs linked to static areas as well. For more information about this program, you can visit our website www.simplycurrentaffairs.com, or you can click the link given in the description. Right. Day 4 question: how can biotechnology help to improve the living standards of the farmers? So we have two parts here. One is biotechnology, another one is improving the living standards of the farmers. Most importantly, it is a 15 marker question, so plan accordingly. It looks like a 10 marker question, but if it is 15 marks, we have to expand and we have to write. Okay, and we have to bring in multiple dimensions as well. So how to address this question? So you can start with what is biotechnology? What are the applications of biotechnology? So this you can explain briefly, and you can highlight the situation of the Indian farmers. So the farmers in India, what are the challenges they are facing? That you can highlight, and you can link how the applications of biotechnology can help the farmers to overcome their plight. So what is biotechnology? Applications of biotechnology. What are the problems faced by the Indian farmers? How in this backdrop biotechnology can help them to improve their living standards? That can be your introduction. Or reverse, highlight about the living standard of farmers, highlight about biotechnology applications and link it. Anything is fine, but explain both, because it is a 15 marker question. You have space to write introduction. You can afford to use 40 to 45 words for introduction, right? So from there you have linked. So we have linked it. So from here you put subheading, okay, how it is going to improve the living standards of the farmers. So now while writing these points, don't simply highlight the application of biotechnology in agriculture. The question is not about biotechnology in agriculture, rather the question is about biotechnology in improving the living standards of farmers. It is not about improvement in agriculture, it is about improvement in the living standards of farmers. Okay, but the points might be similar, but you have to link it. You have to link through subheadings, or you have to link it explicitly that, see, you improve the agriculture, that way it is going to translate into higher income for the farmers, and that is going to improve the living standard of farmers, right? So you have to link everything. If you are going to simply write the merits of biotechnology in improving the agriculture output, that is not the exact demand, but most of the students have written that. Simply they have written applications of biotechnology in agriculture. That is not the question. If you are going to stop there, then you are not addressing the demand. By applying biotechnology in agriculture, you are trying to improve the income of the farmers, and that it is going to have an impact on the standard of living. So you are going to highlight the economic impact of biotechnology in farmers' living, the health impact of biotechnology, the social impact of biotechnology, the environment impact of biotechnology, the risk impact of biotechnology, how this biotechnology is impacting the farmer's life via improving agriculture. Biotechnology via improving agriculture, how it is going to impact the farmer's life. That is what you have to highlight. Same points only, slightly we have to modify and write. And you are going to highlight how it is going to benefit. So all these are positive points, because how it is going to benefit the farmers. Then highlight, despite of all, there are some challenges. There are some issues, there are some challenges. Highlight all those challenges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can come up with some way forward. Explicitly you can highlight way forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then finally go for conclusion. Your conclusion should be balanced. So what is the balance here? One side technology innovation, biotechnology innovation is one side, that we have to focus. At the same time, in the name of technology, in the name of innovation, we should not affect the biosafety also. So we should have a balance between the innovation and the biosafety. Like that, you can give a balanced conclusion. Most of the students, they have missed this part, how it is going to impact the livelihood of or the living standards of farmers. Agriculture, don't get confused. Biotechnology definitely improves agriculture. But if you are going to stop it here, then you have not addressed the question. From here you have to link it to the farmers. Either in subheading you mention that, or at the end of the sentence only say via this the income will be improved, right? Via this health will be improved. Like that you can link it with the demand of the question, right? I will show you the model answer. But this is the structure. You are coming up with the intro. You are highlighting how it can help. You are highlighting the challenges. You are highlighting the solutions to address this. Then from there you are going to conclusion. This is the structure. Many of you have stopped here. You have given the intro, you have explained how, then directly you went for conclusion. You have skipped these two parts. See, look, this is a 15-marker question. In 15-marker question, you have scope to write this. If it is a 10-marker question, what I would suggest, assume if this is a 10-marker question, then I will ask you to link everything as a part of conclusion. All these together will become part of conclusion. But if it is 15-marker, you have space to write. Okay, fine. We will have a look into the model answer. So what is biotechnology? What are the applications of biotechnology? Okay, so in healthcare, in industry, in environment, in agriculture. Now in agrarian country like India, the farmers, they are characterized by small fragmented land holdings, climate vulnerability, rising input cost, etc. So biotechnology offers a transformative solutions to enhance the living standards of farmers in following ways. So I have explained both the topics mentioned. See how biotechnology can help to improve means currently the farmers' living standards are bad. So biotechnology, you are highlighting the situation, current situation, and you are linking. So biotechnology is offering transformative solutions in following ways. So through this you are linking everything and you are going for the subheadings, right? This linking is very important. So from here, look, economic impact, livelihood impact, health impact, risk management, under which you can highlight, see, either put subheadings like this or in the specific content only you try to link it with the standards of the farmers living. Okay, enhances productivity by developing high yielding pest disease resistant crop varieties, minimum crop losses, enhance livestock productivity, reduces health risk by biofertilizer, biopesticide, reduces the risk. All these things you can highlight. Content are same, just structuring I am trying to bring some difference. Now despite these benefits, there are some constraints. What are the constraints, the challenges which I have explained here? To address that we have way forward. Then finally we are having conclusion, balancing innovation and robust biosafety. So we are trying to balance the opinion in the final conclusion, right? So see numbering also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, try to number, even the next subheading also you number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it gives a feeling that for 15 marker question 14 points has been given, introduction has been given, conclusion has been given. That impression you try to create. Fine. So this is the model answer. We will take the best answer for today. So we have taken the answer of Veena. Veena, the important reason why we choose your answer is the answer structure. So starting with introduction, through link point, okay, you are going for the role of biotechnology, in improving the living standards. From there you went for challenges, from there you went for way forward, from there you went for conclusion. So important reason why we took your answer is the structure. You understood the demand of the question, but there are some areas where you can improve. For example, in the introduction part, you haven't highlighted about biotechnology anything. You have highlighted the economic situation, how biotechnology can play a role. Directly you went 15 marker question, so we have space to write some more aspect of the introduction. Role of biotechnology, fine. Improving the crop productivity. See, in the points you have highlighted. So by improving the crop productivity, the farm output and income can be improved. So cost of cultivation can be reduced, climate resilience, post harvest loss, livestock productivity, farmers health, fisheries allied sector. Thus, so all these points are fine, but this point can be slightly modified. So it says thus the net farmers income and livelihood standards are high. Don't say like that, and also don't use the words like this. Have you ever seen any editorials concluding like this? Or many students they write, I agree, yes I agree, I do not agree. Have you seen any editorial starting with yes I agree, no I disagree? That is not the way to write, that is not the way to conclude, thus, hence. Those are schoolish type of answers, okay? Through your content, implicitly you convey what is your standpoint. So these are very sweeping statements. Thus, farmers' income, livelihood standards are high. That statement can be avoided. In a polished manner, try to convey your point. Then, however, there are challenges. You have given the link point, you have given the challenges, and you have given the way forward, and finally, you have went for the conclusion aspect. So, the important reason for choosing your answer is the structure. Your points are also neat. Okay, link points have been given. So, a decent attempt, right. Now, I have taken another answer. So, here Perlin Febina, see you have also written well, but there is a problem. Most of the students have written like Perlin. What is the problem? As I mentioned, you have given the introduction, you have given the points, and from there you went for the conclusion. What about the challenges? What about the way forward? So we have to explain that separately. Many students fail to do that. It's a 15 marker question, so we have to do that. Keep that in mind. And number 2, Perlin, your points are fine. I have read all your points. Points are good, but try to underline. Presentation means it's not about drawing something or creating a flow chart. It's about, I used to say, it's about making the evaluator's task more easier. When you underline, when you provide subheadings, it becomes easy for the evaluator to read and understand your answer quickly. Okay, think what is the problem in reading editorial? It looks very abstract, right? But imagine if the editorial has many subheadings, if it is given in pointer form, and if some points are underlined, then quickly we can read the editorial. Clear? So make the evaluators work more easier. So content is fine, but when I see I am not able to, so look at the Veena's answer. It becomes more easy for me to read quickly. I am able to read it quickly, and I am able, the structure is also very clear. She is able to underline, she is giving subheadings. So same thing you also please consider. Okay, and after the points you have directly went for the conclusion. So 2 important points, the challenges and way forwards. We have to devote separately, I am saying, separately give subheading and give points. Good answer, but this answer can be further improved. And most of them they are writing like this, so I want to show this, so that others are also able to take this point. Fine. So now we will move on to the, today is day 5 question. Day 5. What is the need for expanding the regional air connectivity in India? In this context, discuss the government's Udan scheme and its achievements. 250 words, 15 marker question which was asked in 2024. See, I wanted to share one thing. I am facing a challenge. What is the challenge? While giving notes, see, if I give notes for keeping this question in mind, then you will simply read the content, you will dump the facts, you will dump it. There will be no learning from your side. So I wanted to give broader information. So by learning the broader information, you try to extract the content as per the demand of the question. But for certain questions, the question itself is narrow. Giving a broader content is going to be challenging. But let me see how to address that challenge. If you find some solution, please share it with me. But for this question, let me explain about Udan scheme. You find the content for the rest. I'll explain Udan scheme. Through that explanation only, you will be getting an idea how to answer this question. But the focus or the notes which I am going to give is only for Udan scheme. So submit your answer before 9 AM of tomorrow. See, in the year 2016, government came with National Civil Aviation Policy. In this policy, there were many objectives. One important objective was regional connectivity scheme, regional air connectivity. So in 2016, government came with National Civil Aviation Policy. In this policy, one important objective was to achieve regional air connectivity. That is to achieve regional air connectivity. That is especially connect tier 2, tier 3 cities. Okay, in India is one of the biggest domestic airline market, but there is regional gaps when it comes to air connectivity. So tier 2, tier 3 cities has to be connected. Okay, so in this backdrop, in 2016 only, Udan scheme, Uday Desh Ka Aam Nagarik scheme was launched. So under this scheme, new airports will not be constructed. Rather, in these tier 2, tier 3 cities, existing airstrips, existing airport, unserved, underserved airports will be identified, and these existing airstrips and airports will be revived. So under this program, tier 2, tier 3 cities will be identified. In these cities, there are existing airports, existing airstrips which are dormant now, which were built earlier, but now it is dormant, unused. Now revamp those airports and airstrips and make it functional. That is the broader idea. So under this program, Airport Authority of India has given the task of implementing this program. So what Airport Authority of India will do? They will select a route. They will select a route connecting tier 2, tier 3 cities. Now let us assume point A to point B. So point A and point B are tier 2 city. Assume it is a tier 2 city. In A and B, there were airports which is not functional. Now it is dormant. Now Airport Authority of India will call for a bidding. Those interested airline service providers can participate in this bidding. Airport Authority of India will say. Now Airport Authority of India is giving a condition. What is the condition? The 1 hour flight journey, or 500 kilometers of distance. Okay, the airline service provider should not charge more than 2,500 rupees. This is the condition. So you have to understand the tier 2, tier 3 cities, we are going to use existing airports. Today these airports became dormant. That means airports were built, but people were not using because the ticket fare was so high. So people were not using the airline services. They were refusing air services. They were going for train and rail and road based services. They refused to use airline service in tier 2, tier 3 cities because the ticket pricing was very high. So under this program, Airport Authority of India, they will choose a route and they will call for bidding on one condition: for 1 hour journey or 500 kilometers distance journey, the ticket price should not be more than 2,500 rupees. So now in this bidding, let's say people participate now. Let's bring SpiceJet is participating. They are saying that I will charge 2,650. Indigo is participating. They are saying I will charge 2,700. Vistara is participating. They are saying I will charge 2,675. So SpiceJet is the lowest bidder. They will win the bidding. They will be winning the bidding. So, but remember, they cannot charge more than 2,500. But SpiceJet says I cannot sell it less than 2650 because I will face loss. Government of India will say that that's okay, SpiceJet, you charge only 2500 from the people. The loss of 150 rupees, that we will give it to you. That we will give it to you. So for you, you will get 2650. So from the public, you charge only 2500. The loss which you make 150 rupees, that loss, that we will compensate. We will fund that loss. We will make your business viable. So this is called as viability gap funding. In order to make the business of SpiceJet viable, whatever gap they face, government will compensate. This is how the ticket price becomes affordable in the Udan routes. And the SpiceJet need not charge 2500 rupees for all the passengers. So in that aircraft, 50% of the seats will be fixed for Udan. The remaining 50% of seats can be charged at market price. That means these 50% seats has to be charged for 2500. The remaining seats can be charged maybe 4000 or whatever as per the market price. And not just that, these winning airline service providers, they will have exclusive rights. So let's say SpiceJet has one right. So roughly for 3 years, roughly I am saying, they will be exclusive service providers. So only they are going to provide service, that's going to be assured returns. Not just that, the taxes will be reduced. The excise duty on the civil aviation turbine fuel, that excise duty will be reduced. Airport fee will be reduced. Like that, for the winner, you will have many advantages. So this is how Airport Authority of India, through bidding, they will find out the airline service provider to connect the tier 2, tier 3 cities. Right? Got some idea? So this is the scheme which I have explained. So what are the achievements of Udan? So far more than 600 Udan routes have been operationalized, connecting 34 states and union territories. 28% of the remotest locations have been connected. Ladakh and all, now we have air connectivity through this Udan scheme. Okay, so new airlines came into the business because of these opportunities. Dormant airports were revived. It has boosted tourism. Look at the advantage of regional connectivity. Tourism will be improved. Because of that, infrastructure will be improved. Jobs will be created. The locations contribution to the state's GSDP or the nation's GDP will be improved. Business is all about timing. So when time saved, business can be improved. So lot of advantages. But despite the success, there are some challenges. In certain locations, we have low passenger demand, delay in the airport infra developability, dependence on VGF. So eventually the airline service providers should become sustainable. They should not depend on government for the viability gap funding, but the dependence is continuing for a long time. So keeping all these problems in mind, government has recently launched modified Udan, which focusing on developing 100 new airports and strengthening the support for underserved regions. So let's see how this new initiative is going to democratize the air travel and helps in speeding up the achievement of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Okay, so I hope you got clarity on Udan. So read the question, understand the demand, give 250 words, 15 marker content, mail it before 9 AM in PDF format. Okay, right friends. So the next day 6 will be on Monday. I will see you on Monday. Okay, till then, bye. Take care from Guna Mathivanan.